Everyone, welcome to the American Adventure. My name is Danielle, and I'd like to share with you the story of Hanukkah, the 8-day festival of lights. Hanukkah is a time for family and friends, as well as a joyous holiday steeped in rich tradition. If you look behind me, you'll notice some of the traditional symbols of Hanukkah. This is a Hanukkah. It's also commonly called a menorah, and it's an 8-branch lamp symbolizing the 8-day miracle of the burning oil. The ninth candle in the center is called the shamash, or the servant candle, and it's used to light the others. One candle is lit each night until all have been lit, and it's really beautiful. And since tonight is the second night of Hanukkah, the shamash is used to light 2 candles. And the candles are placed in the menorah from right to left, and they're lit from left to right, beginning with the candle that's been added for the new night. This is done while singing beautiful blessings. And does anyone know what this is? That's right, it's a dreidel. And this is sort of a jumbo-sized dreidel. Normally they're not this size, but this is good so everyone can see it. Well, a long time ago, the Jewish people were forbidden to study Torah. So the dreidel was used as a way to teach Hebrew lessons. They printed letters on the sides, and these 4 are Nun, Gimel, He, and Shin, and they mean a great miracle happened there. Now, when I was little, probably about your age, my sister, brother, and I, we would sit on the floor for hours and hours, and we would sing songs and play dreidel. And does anyone know the best part about playing dreidel? Yeah, it's winning. It's winning. That's my favorite part. And we play for chocolate coins called geld. Who doesn't like chocolate? You may have seen these in the store before. My personal favorite, but I end up eating them before the game's over, so that doesn't work. So you see, Hanukkah is a time filled with many special memories like that. Over the 8 nights, my entire family gathers together. We sing songs, we light candles, open presents, and we eat a lot. And my grandmother makes the best potato latkes you have ever had in your entire life. And if you've never had latkes before, they're potato pancakes. I like to eat mine with applesauce. It's really yummy. And that's another tradition of Hanukkah, is we eat foods fried in oil to commemorate regaining the temple and to remember the miracle of the oil that burned for 8 nights. So after all the presents have been opened and my entire family is stuffed with food, my grandfather, he sits us down and he tells us wonderful stories. And I would love to share one of his favorites with you now. It's the story of how the Jewish people came to celebrate Hanukkah. Would you like to hear it? Oh, good. This is the story of the Maccabees. Once there was a king. His name was Antiochus, and he ruled a mighty empire made up of 3 different nations, one including the Jews. One day Antiochus announced, "I will unite these nations into one single Greek nation. We will all speak the same language and we will all worship the same God. My nation will be so mighty that no other will be able to defeat it." Well, of course, Antiochus and his armies revolted because they didn't want to be forced into the ways of Antiochus. And one of these great men was a man named Judah. He was strong, he was brave, and he was a leader of a group called the Maccabees. Okay, picture this. The Greek army was huge. They had thousands of men armed with swords, bows, arrows, elephants. You get the picture. This was a really big army. And the small tribe of Jewish people led by Judah could hardly be called an army. They had no elephants, no real weapons. But what they did have was strength, determination, and courage. The 2 opposing forces met in the city of Beit Zur. The Greek forces stormed towards the Maccabee tribe. The Maccabees charged toward the Greek forces. The slingers slung, others drew their bows. And the Greeks, they charged forward on elephant back, but the elephants panicked. They turned right back around, charged through Antiochus and his army, scattering his men, leaving enormous holes in his line of defense. The Maccabees charged through the gaps and won the battle. After many battles, Judah led the victorious Maccabees into the city of Jerusalem, where they were met with cheers. But that celebration was short-lived, because when they returned to the temple, they found it ruined, desecrated, an empty shell. So the Maccabees set aside their weapons, and alongside the people of Jerusalem, they worked day and night to repair the temple. And on the 20th day of the Hebrew month Kislev, Judah and his followers rededicated the temple to worship. Now, according to legend, when the Maccabees went to light the lamp, they could only find one vial of oil that hadn't been spoiled. Oh, one vial would last them no more than a day. And here's where the miracle occurs. That tiny amount of oil burned for 8 days, and that was just enough time until more could be obtained. So ever since that time, over 2,000 years ago, the Jewish people have celebrated Hanukkah, the festival of lights. And the burning candles and the menorah remind us of the miracle of the oil that burned and a tiny band of men and women who defeated a mighty empire and won the right to worship in their own way. Now, I know I said that was one of my grandfather's favorite stories. It's also one of mine. Thank you all so much for letting me share it with you. I hope you have a happy holiday and enjoy the miracles and blessings of the season. Hanukkah Sameach.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And if you'd like, you're more than welcome to come over and take pictures and play dreidel if you'd like.